So the word sandbox usually is thrown around quite a lot when it comes to new MMORPGs. We understand why, it looks really pretty next to any game title, but truth is that real sandbox MMOs are few and far in between. ArcheAge though should be one of those that teach us the true meaning of the word. It's developed by Korean studio XL Games and it's running on the CryEngine 3. ArcheAge is like a dream come true for players tired of exploring restricted worlds. The motto of the game is a world made by you. So let's hope that this world won't suck, okay?
FreeMMOStation.com.
Characters are pretty standard fantasy fare, so their looks really aren't the highlights of the game. However, it's the combination of 10 ability trees and 120 classes that allows players to explore the world of ArcheAge in many different ways, using specific skills to each character, of course. There's an amazingly detailed character creation system, so it should be pretty easy to create a unique character, or even recreate some celebrity. You know, if you're into that kind of thing. ArcheAge's dynamic world is like a place where you get all these toys and then you can do whatever you want with them. From building your own house to furnishing it, to building a castle and establishing your own country. It's really your ambition that determines the goals. The sandbox term really comes to life though when you know that you can build your house in a game world and it not be instanced or inside an instance zone. So this will be a huge place to explore. And you can even create your own games like rafting or the biggest number of people on a boat. Oh yeah, you can even have a farm. You can have a fully functional farm with trees and crops planted, watered, and chopped down or harvested at your own will. Also, check this out, animals will be used to aid you in your task. Or you can serve as resources. The world of ArcheAge, which is divided into two continents, Nuya and Harihara, is not restricted to land. The air and sea are also there to be explored, with gliders to fly, diving equipment to explore the depths of the sea. You can even go treasure hunting or do some underwater planting. As for mounts though, and vehicles, variety doesn't seem to be the biggest selling points, but there are rowboats, ships, carts, donkeys, gliders, probably more, and even some steampunk looking cars, but we heard they had a nasty reception from the players, so hopefully things get fine-tuned. One of the highlights of ArcheAge is the naval combat. But before you join in the fun, you're going to have to build a boat by getting the resources and the blueprint, as well as the perfect building spot. Then you get the cannons, design your own sails, and you should be pretty much good to go. Massive fleets roam the ocean, and while you think your crew has the upper hand against some scruffy pirates, the Kraken enters the picture and makes you forge a rare alliance with your enemies. But don't be surprised if it destroys your ship. Pretty exciting stuff. ArcheAge even goes to the point where criminal players may be taken before a jury and face jail time, where they're going to repay their debt by working, enjoy some soccer in prison, and also, exciting, attempting to break out. There's so much more to ArcheAge that we won't be able to cover it all here, so you basically should expect large-scale combat, sieges, arena duels, and a trading system, and of course, much more. However, there's some possible shortcomings. For what we've seen, the Korean launch wasn't as smooth as it could be, with server and optimization issues, but it seems that that's a problem with most MMOs when they start, so let's hope things will be fixed soon. We're also aware that ArcheAge offers so much that it's probably not going to be recommended for the casual crowd, so if you're not used to MMORPGs, then this is not the place to start. Balancing this huge, free freaking world is probably going to be a nightmare. Have no idea how this is going to work. But let's hope that we don't find everyone farming the best items and turning towns into a more realistic version of Farmville. Oddly enough though, goat farming seems to be extremely popular right now. Yeah, go figure, right? Sadly, combat seems to be a bit off, at least that's how it feels. It's not particularly exciting or intense as it was expected to be. All in all, everything put together, everything that we've seen so far, everything that we've heard, the anticipation for ArcheAge, it's one of the most ambitious MMORPGs out there, and while the North American and European versions are confirmed, it's probably going to take a while to get the game to be playable for us. So we're going to say 2014. Hang in there, guys. There might be a lot of bugs to fix and some fine-tuning to do. We're expecting a game with just some flaws, but one that's hopefully polished enough to keep us hypnotized to our screens for months on end. There's still no word on the business model. What's going on, ArcheAge? Is it going to be free to play? Is it buy to play? Is it subscription based? Is there some sort of new fandangled thing that we're going to be doing? I don't know. I don't care. Either way, ArcheAge, we're hyped up for you. Either way, it should be completely worth it.